Hey, what's going on? This is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. This is Mike and David 2, the second video testimonial, etc. I am going to give you 2 specific communication skills that will amplify your life. I promise you, and it's going to surprise you. Okay, and they're very easy to use. These are not in-depth NLP techniques, etc. So before that, was there something you wanted to talk about? Or do you want me to just get started on this? Or?
Just get started on that,
Right.
then
We'll naturalize.
Yeah, naturalize.
All right, we'll naturalize.
Is that a word?
Well, I tend to make words up.
Did you just make that up?
I make up words and I
job.
put them in my books like the word languaging because it actually fits in the way I use a sentence structure. But for now, let's do
He's like a Mike Colleen dictionary.
something like that. Or I don't know. Okay, so let's get a little serious here. Okay, this can help anyone, man, woman, teenage, college. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to talk to you about filters, and I'm going to teach you a little secret on how to open. I don't mean open conversation like pick up on a chick. It opens. You know, people are like they're listening, but they're like blocking and interrupting, and I don't know. This will completely alleviate their worries and fears, and then they'll open up. Now they can understand you. Okay, so that's what we're going. The first one is filters. All right. This is going to help you a lot with a lot of people that accuse you of saying stuff that you didn't say. Well, that's what you really meant. All right, now watch this. So hand me the filter thing we had, the glass next to my business cards. Thing I used today with you all day long. To the right, right there. Left. There you go. All right. So actually grab that blue glass thing right there. That'll be a better one.
That's big blue glass.
That's one. And here's another. All right, we're going to talk about filters. This is very, very, very important. It is, in my opinion, and probably many coaches, if they're healing coaches, there's some coaches that just do coaching, and then there's the therapeutic side of coaching, okay, the combined. Filters is something that will ruin your life. It will cause a lot of havoc. It can also cause a lot of hurt and pain for your friends, for yourself. But if you learn to understand them, at least in this one situation, because the ultimate idea of the therapeutic side of things is helping you to clear them. And I've been doing this for 30 plus years. I started doing clearing when I was 19 years old, and all this hypnosis, energy healing, all meditating, etc. For a long time. All right, so what I was talking to David about today is people have filters. Now, let's say we have an apple that is red, right? So let's say the apple's in front of me, and my filter is right here, like it's almost like glasses, and I've got a green filter. This is kind of a rough idea. Let's imagine it's kind of more like this, like just glass. So if I look through this, what color? Let's say this is aqua green. It's pretty close.
Yeah.
Ocean green, whatever.
Yeah. I'm not sure what's coming up on the video, but
Yeah, it's about the same.
Here it's aqua.
So if there's a red apple here, but I'm looking at through this filter, what color is the apple?
Aqua green?
It's going to look aqua green. Is the apple actually aqua green?
No.
No, it's not aqua green. But you believe it is because when it goes through my filter, it looks green. And this is where a lot of people get all messed up in conversations and communication and here's another thing. They will project, and this is the purpose of me putting this video out there. They will project their filter onto you. They will project their beliefs, their values, their everything, and say, that's what you're really saying. And so when I'm working with a client, I have to really watch them. It's what we call an NLP tracking. I have to make sure they're not filtering and thinking I'm saying B when I'm actually saying A. That is a huge part of my coaching process. Would you say there's some truth to that?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I want to make sure we're on the same page. Otherwise, as the learning goes along, you're going down this path. I'm like, whoa, where did you get that? I didn't say that. So we need to get you to have either a clear filter, or that's therapeutics. So that's another issue, but that's not what this video is about. So this video is about. Okay, I'm gonna say it like this. I'll put that back down there. It's gonna make a big bang. All right. Have you ever had someone accuse you of saying something while you're having the conversation and you're like, I never said that. I didn't say that. What are you talking about? Here's what I mean. Let's say you're talking about conversation A. It could be about anything, going to McDonald's. It could be about a basketball game where one team was very unfair to the other one, and then this team pointed the finger, being hypocritical. And this is kind of what I'm talking about. So let's say you're talking about A, and that's all you're talking about, right? But then the person you're talking to say, Mike, F is wrong. This is wrong. This conversation is wrong. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't say that. That's bad. And I'm like, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, and literally, do this with your hands. Say, I'm talking about A. You are talking about F or X or B. And they'll be like, oh, shit. Got me on that one. And you do. You call them on their shit. Okay? So it's really that simple. So let me I want to think of a conversation I had recently, and I do have one, but I don't really want to be too, because it's kind of too in depth. Okay. I kept saying this. I was talking about this conversation, and no matter what I said to this person, they're like, Mike, shut up. Don't say that. That's not right. And I'm like, and literally at first I didn't get it. Because remember, he was listening through his filter. So give me the green thing again. Sorry. I'll put it down next to us. So I was saying this right here, and he was listening through this filter. So as he's hearing, it's filtering through this filter, this whatever his belief is, and I'm not going to go into it because it's really messed up. And he kept trying to say, well, you're saying this, and I said, no, I'm not saying that. You're saying that. And he kind of stopped and I was, oh, shit. I'm saying this, and repeat it like this. Say, I am specifically saying blah, 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 blah. I'm talking about this. What are you talking about? And then, well, what you're really saying is like, no, I'm not saying that at all. You are. You don't even want to hear me. And here's the real truth to this. People, when they have really strong filters, they can't hear you. Once you get caught up in the filters, and then we have different filters that interchange. Once you get caught up in one of those filters, no matter what you say, they're like, "You're really saying this." I know, because you could record it. In fact, I would suggest that record it and then play it back to them. Like, yeah, well, you're not saying this, but you really mean this, even though you're saying this. Have you ever had that conversation?
I've been around a lot of mind readers. I think they know what I'm thinking.
Mind readers, filters.
They think you could say one word. You could say a trigger word. And immediately their filter will just say, whoa.
And they will jump to massive assumptions.
Huge assumptions about who you are, what you're about, what your beliefs are, where you've come from. And it's like, really?
Yep.
Really?
And you're like,
you have no idea who I am. You are making an assumption from practically a sentence.
All right, I'm going to be blunt. Somebody did this to me about 2 weeks ago, someone I've known for a long time. And now here's one of my problems. I've got this filter that's very much like this. I see the good in people, and it's not necessarily a good filter. It sounds like a good filter, doesn't it? But the problem is I can be around really effed up people who do not nice things to me, and I don't see it. Because when I look through my filter, I see a good person. In fact, I'm just going to say it, one of his coworkers right in front of him said, Mike, he's an asshole. He's a freaking, I'm not going to say the other one. It was a bad word. And I'm like, oh, whatever. He goes, no. He goes, Mike, I'm not kidding. He goes, I'm not joking, man. I'm not joking. He really is. And he kept saying it in front of the guy. It's like, shut up, man. Shut up, man. And so once again, I got caught up in one of these things. Now you're thinking, aren't you perfect? No, I'm not Jesus yet. I don't walk on water. When I get there,
what?
I will make a video and I'll post it on YouTube. And you're gonna be like, holy shit, that guy's walking on water. The point is, you get the male brain, the black or white brain. That's like, well, you're not perfect. I know. And the reason I'm saying it's not because of me, but because of how people would project that onto other people who develop some kind of skill, and they're pretty good, but that doesn't mean they're perfect. It's all a developmental process, okay? So the thing is, though, I caught it really fast. I mean, within minutes, okay, maybe 30 minutes after the conversation, and I was like, damn, I was fucking pissed. That's not true. He doesn't know me by now. What I had to realize, and I'm not going to say what his filter was, he'd been looking at who I was through this filter the entire time that I knew him, and I didn't catch that. And because he made it so blatant, he got really brave, we'll call it that, and he really believed that filter. That filter is damn heavy, by the way.
You gotta get different.
This thing's heavy,
man.
Yeah, this is a heavy filter. This is a lighter filter. The problem is
that, and you know what? That's a good example. When you got filters,
it makes your
life is fucking heavy.
It makes your
you gotta
life
bleep
heavy.
that out now.
Right. All right. So the thing about it is like he was looking through me at this filter, and all this time he's been saying, well, this is who Mike is. If I can get him and this is what hypnosis and meditation does. It takes the filter away temporarily, and you can see the world. And when I used to meditate, like I would meditate for 2 hours or more a day, and when I go out in the world, it's like, whoa, like colors were more vibrant, because now you're seeing it for what it is. So instead of looking here, I know how to do this. Watch this. So look at the Indian lady. See if I can do this. So if you're looking at her through that, it looks totally different, right? Or even through that, right? And you believe that that is what the image is. But when you meditate, it pulls the fogginess away, and all of a sudden the world, the colors and flowers become more vibrant and alive. And then you listen to people and you really understand what they're saying. You're like, holy shit. That's why I got hooked on meditation, because like, what in the fuck's going on? What is this? Like, you're seeing the world more clarity. But the problem is, I noticed after meditation, after about an hour, 2 or 3 hours in the real world, the filter would come back. Okay? That doesn't make sense. Yeah. And I was like, damn it! Fuck, why don't I can't? Because when the filter's gone, life is way better, dude. I mean, it's really cool. So I was kind of leading on to another thing, but the way you deal with that, when people throw their filters at you, this is how you do it. You make it real clear with your hand gestures. Well, I don't know what you're talking about, and put your hand here, or by them, wherever they are. Let's say they're right there. I'm talking about this, and what I'm saying is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And like, no, you're saying blah, 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 and then you stop saying, well, who just said that? You said that. I'm telling you to your face right now, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying this. You, and point to their face and then point down at their thought, say, you are saying that, not me. And they'll be like, damn, fuck, how do I, and they're like, shit, I was the one who said that, or I was the one who asked that question. That's how you deal with filters.
So basically, you're calling them on their shit.
But you're doing it with a technique, with a way that helps you to call them on their shit.
Without having to be, in a good way.
Yeah.
In a good way. You're doing it in a good way.
All right, so I think that's pretty much it. The third way to deal with people with filters, or second way, I guess, is they can't hear you. And it's not even that I'm going to say they're a bad person. They have the filter, and a lot of people will hold on to filters because it protects them emotionally, or from some childhood trauma, or some like, oh my God, I can't deal. So now I got the filter on, I can deal, because I don't see what's really going on, and you're the bad one, it's you, and they point the finger, they project onto you, and you just call them on the shit. The next technique is going to help you lower their filters. And I'm going to do another video on that, and that technique, I promise you, will absolutely make your life better, okay? So the other thing I was going to say, like the second piece I didn't quite finish about the filter, the way you deal with it, sometimes you're going to have to just walk away. You're just going to have to leave and get away from them, because there's nothing you can do. It's like they can't, even if they want to hear you, they can't. They're like, okay, whatever, man, sure, right on, blue. You just have to leave. That's the only thing you can do. So I know it's kind of hard for me to say that, but that's life sometimes. Anything else you want to say?
Well, I got a question about pointing, because you mentioned pointing your fingers at people. I got a friend who he kind of mentioned to me that I do a lot of pointing. So would you say in NLP, what do they have to say about that?
I will answer that in the next video.
Oh, come on! Come on!
Go to Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com and get this book. It will change your life. Okay? M-I-K-E, that's cracked female code. MIKEKOLLIN.com. Ladies, you got a free book. There's a drop down. Why Men Just Don't Get It. Guys, get that book too. It's a quick book, 58 pages. It'll show you why we're wired differently for romance, love, communication, and getting turned on. See you soon. Bye.
Peace out.